issues that affect both men and women, but we get to get the man's view on it, which I saw on social media is rarely asked for. I saw a picture, I wish I had it, of somebody with a, what do you call those things, excavators.
Awesome.
Yeah, and excavators, talking about this is how I dig myself out of an argument with my wife. To help us put this in perspective, which is today we're talking about too much truth. Is there such a thing as too much truth, where, say, you people are already exposing so much of their lives on social space, including their domains, as you call it, and so if you're exposing it to the world, isn't it time that we start talking about all these things in the confines of the relationship, and then how far do we go in terms of honesty? We talk about passwords, if you have number of sexual partners, if you have cheated, etc. Will that help? To help us put this in perspective, Roy, wait.
I'm not waiting. I'm
Man Kush.
Jina kubwa hiyo.
Ushasema. And we have Roy Karohizi as well, who is burning. You want to say something first before
I started just by doing the African thing, physical reactions first.
Yes.
Lies are even becoming greater and bigger today. I'll tell you this, well, it's very simple. Social media is a sign how popular telling lies is.
Yes.
Because people are living a lie on that. So how do you expect them to start telling the truth in their relationships? For me, it's very simple, you know. I think, let's face the fact, telling the truth can only exist in the same land as forgive and forget exists. The day forgive and forget becomes true, then is when telling truth in relationship will exist. If you don't have a relationship that's built on forgive and forget theorem, then the theorem of telling the truth will not work. Yeah.
Forgive and forget theorem
has to exist.
has to exist fast.
Yeah.
All right, Mankush.
Well, I think I have a different view on that, because I think that we need a lot of maturity when we are dealing with telling the truth and whatever, because everybody has a secret. You have a part of your heart which is full of your secrets. Why should I expose my secrets to the social media? Is that me? Why should I stand before congregation and start telling them, you know what, guys, I want to speak the truth from now. All these choir members, I have impregnated them, and I want to be open to... Am I supposed to confess to people or to confess to God? You see, those are the areas that people are not understanding. Because you are going to destroy our homes because of revealing this kind of secrets. That how can my wife start telling me when I'm with her doing that thing, and start telling me, you know, you are not like Kamau. Kamau was doing it better.
I'm not Kamau, I'm Kuria. Today on Man Cave, just in case you're just tuning in, we're talking about too much truth. Where do you draw the line in terms of that, Roy? So Mankush says that ametumia Kamau Kuria, yani yeye hata truth yake ni mkiwa katika hiyo ndoa and the relationship and what proceeds after that. Always sema lakini hauko kama Kamau.
And she's very innocent. She only want to expose the truth that she had Kamau before me. You see, how will I feel? Will it not hurt me? It is truth, but where has the truth left me? You
see, that's what Pastor is trying to say, and he doesn't want to say directly, is the fact that the truth is useful if it adds value to the relationship.
Okay.
Sometimes why people are telling lies is because they think that it will cause more harm than good. Yeah. When someone has got past relationships that are the same number as a phone number, even all our ex-boyfriends have got serial codes.
Yes.
Yeah, because it's reached an extent at a barcode you swipe.
Yes.
So it reached an amount where she's had maybe 3,877.25 relationships. I meI mean, is that exposure going to hurt your current relationship? Same thing with PIN numbers. You open, if I keep my PIN number open, yes, I am being honest. But then again, if you see the wrong message or the wrong context of a message, are you going to start assuming other things? You say, oh, you sent to have a 2,000 bobo in M-Pesa, what was it for? Now, by the time I explain, it already sounds like a lie from the beginning. Unless I call you every time I'm going to send money and say, now I'm sending my mom this for this amount of money to do the XXYZ. So I'm just saying that the fear of the truth is the fact that you can only have the truth where you have the capacity to be able to forgive people and genuinely do so. The problem is not telling the truth. Let me tell you, the problem is how the truth is received. It's not telling it that's a problem. That's why I think maybe the truth should be told gradually. As in other words, just get me here, Pastor. In other words, I should tell you ukweli, nione vile umeichukua hiyo kidogo.
So na ukweli kidogo.
Yeah. How you absorb the truth I've just shared with you will determine how much more is coming.
It's coming, right.
If you're very open-minded and you start accepting, sour. But if I start seeing that I've told you the truth about what I did in the past, and I see you boiling water and oil in the kitchen and coming out to the mwiko, I of course know that things are not going in a good direction. So you're not forthcoming for me to be able to tell you the next level. The truth should be told kidogo 3 times a day before meals.
Kidogo, kidogo.
Yeah.
So let me ask. So if, let's say, how do you go about it? I mean, especially something as emotive as, you know, number of former partners, right? First of all, should that even be a context of a conversation? Because you already know that, wait, when I'm coming to this thing, does the number really matter?
Really, I'm never hearted with what I don't know. So if you, for heaven's sake, you know that if you tell me, it will hurt me.
Yeah.
Keep it for yourself and keep it forever. There is something we always say when we are doing wedding, marriages in churches, that if there is nobody who is, if there is anybody who is against this marriage,
speak now.
Speak now.
Or forever hold your peace.
Or forever hold your
peace.
Peace. If you know whatever you are going to tell me, it is going to tear our marriage, please keep it. I'm a father of 3. 2 are mine. The last born is not mine. Why should you tell me she's not mine or he's not mine?
So wait, is this a fact or you're using an example?
No.
You know, a bit
yeah, because I was like, what's happening?
You're celebrating the fact that it's not yours.
No. Listen to me. I think I'm talking to people who are educated. No.
No.
Okay, who are running?
You can't get away with that. So is this a fact? I'm
just giving an example.
Okay.
Yes, it's not a fact. But it happens. It happens.
The third one is not usually yours.
The third ones,
they're not
or the
yours.
second one is not mine. Why should you confess to me? Let me bring up my kids. He will not know. She will not know that I'm not the dad. She will grow up knowing I am the dad.
So, but doesn't the real dad
belongs to you? Why should you bring your problems to me in the name of telling me the truth?
No. But in that case, doesn't the real dad deserve to know?
No,
I
it doesn't.
don't think so.
You see, guys, what you're not realizing, Willis, is truth has context, is what Pastor is trying to say in English.
Context and consequence.
You know, you have to translate into 3 languages. You pass the thing, then you land on English gradually.
Ladies and gentlemen, our translator of the day is Roy Karohis.
Translate maratatu.
Yes.
Yeah? Let me just, I do for you English? Yeah, good. Okay.
That's why I educated you.
So the truth of the matter is the truth has context.
Right.
Yeah? Truth, just blatant truth is as bad as blatant lies.
Okay.
If you get what I mean. As he said, everyone has secrets. You already have them. It's just natural human tendency to have skeletons. Now, do the skeletons you expose, are they going to add value in the relationship or not? If you're truly genuine about the relationship, you will evaluate. I'm not saying then go around building skeletons. That is where the problem is. Some people have too many skeletons, which means you're living a lie because you have too many. But in terms of exposing them, I think it's good for them to be exposed. But I also think they are not things that you expose early in the relationship. They're things that need to be exposed gradually. And as the relationship develops, you expose them. Yeah? You say, you know what, 50,000 bob, 22,820 in the account. Then later on, kusema kweli ni 1 billion.
So when it's
1 billion.
So when it's about money, because we were talking about that conversation in the morning, whereby this guy who is in the newspaper today, who the KRA official who earns 100,000, but he has property worth 600 million. So we are asking ourselves then, should he be like, yes, should he be like, I'm coming into this thing with 600 million?
No, that's what I'm saying. The truth has to then be exposed gradually. 3 times a day before meals.
Before meals.
Yeah,
right.
It has to be exposed gradually because, you see, you actually earn the right to hear the truth, if you get what I mean.
Okay.
You earn the right to hear the truth. Because it's how you deal with the truth that justifies how much truth is shared with you. If I tell you one small thing about myself, a crime, and you keep repeating it back to me, 6 weeks
Or using
later.
it against me.
Yeah.
Right.
You keep repeating it like the way you told me. There are 6 that are coming before every conversation about a story I exposed to
I
you.
must say your
Then I'm wondering.
is very strong.
Then I'm wondering, I've got 4,000 more left
Yeah.
that I've not yet exposed to you.
Yeah.
You're not giving me the confidence and the comfort to be able to share them. Yet I want to share them with you, but you can't deal with that. You've given a dog such a small bone, then you've left a whole dinosaur behind there for you to feed. Surely, and it can't handle this small bone.
I think, Roy, there is something we have to understand.
It's gradual, and it's about
the circumference of our heart differs.
Yes.
There are
That's
people
what I'm
with a very
supposing.
small area to handle truth,
Yes.
also to keep lies. There are others with big one. So I think this one, it should be personal. How we relate with you. Because I have run you, I've not understood you because there is nobody who can understand one another. But I've learned that you cannot handle a small truth. Why should I bring the
The
mountain?
big one, yeah. It has to come gradually.
That's why I said we need a lot of maturity as far as speaking the truth is concerned. That's why many people are hiding the lies, but they are confessing it to the person who is supposed to be to deliver.
Yeah. So the other thing that somebody was asking me the other day is when, even let's say at the basics, you know, what you're talking about learning somebody, that's taking time, right? So you've been in a relationship. This guy who apparently answered 600 million, it is said that it took 18 years. That's according to the story on the Daily. So say you are at the initial stages of the relationship. And so we ask ourselves, let's say, even just basic things, because I was having an argument the other day with some people. Basic things like, so uni a dude anataka kupeleka msichana out, si ndio? Huyu msichana anasema anataka kupeleka Kempinski. Or, well, I don't, okay, well, it already came out, I'm sorry. Kempinski, for example. And yet, afika hapo, na pengine hawezi high-end hotel, or any other high-end hotel, na hawezi afford, yet amekupeleka hapo. Then mnaanza sasa time ya kulipa bill, anaanza ni aje Indimuli nitumia ka 10k nitakurudishia ama so
No,
it is not
that guy, that's a cartoon.
He's not-
How did the
he's
guy
not-
end up there?
How can you do that?
So should the guy just say honestly, msichana siwezi kukupeleka hii place, wacha tuende.
And that
Okay,
is the foundation of the relationship.
That's a foundation. That's different. When
That's
you-
foundation of the
Telling a
relationship.
lie now is different when
Yeah.
is living the lie is different when you say how when you reach Kempinski or whatever hotel it is,
Right.
and say how often you come there. I like this place. The Tuesdays are good, but the Thursdays amazing. Yet you only go there on this is the first time you're there. In fact, you're so excited. You look at all the lights, the stairs. You're falling on in the escalator or whatever it is because you're not used to being in this place. The truth of the matter is, we are still saying that we're talking about the foundation of a relationship, which is different. A relationship needs to be founded on truth.
So
But
at the beginning, truth comes
The
in.
truth,
Truth
yeah.
is the
Because
beginning.
you have the,
That's the foundation.
do we also do the doses in the beginning?
No,
Full on.
we find it by what you expose in the relationship in the beginning should be truthful.
Okay.
Right? Now, what my ancestors have said is that everyone has skeletons. Right?
Right. So you
Now, then you gradually start funguing the skeletons gradually as you
the
develop.
skull, the eye.
Yes,
Fall upon.
because you earn the right to the rest of the truth. By how I deal with the little doses I'm giving you.
Okay.
I give you kidogo. You don't give a child a piece of meat in a bone.
Right.
Ni pole pole. Let him learn to just look at a cow. Then we start talking about eating it.
And also see if there's some comments as well, even as we continue the conversation. The hashtag of course is Daybreak. I keep confusing it. It will take me some time, but we get it. So you said give people truth in doses. I want to go to the other thing that we're talking about. Is like we said at the beginning, people are sharing a lot of their stuff on social media, including if you get angry at somebody, I can't believe he cheated. I gave him 17 years. Yeah, and you share it on social media. So Roy, at the beginning you said that is it time then, if it's that public, why can't you deal with that matter in private?
Let me say something before. Never share your problem with somebody who is not capable of solving it. Never. Because now whatever these guys are doing is they are sharing their pain in social media and there is nobody who is giving them a good answer to solve it. You see, so you are just exposing yourself. You are just exposing yourself to the wrong people.
And who are you exposing yourself to? The person doesn't exist.
Right.
Because social media is not a person.
It's people.
I keep telling you,
Bots.
most of these platforms like Instagram and what are built, the purpose is to share lies.
Right.
The actual purpose. Because you end up sharing the life you want to live, not the life you're living. Look at the food guys share. You know, I see the guy when he's eating 1 egg and half a cockroach for breakfast, he doesn't share it with people, right? But he shares a certain dinner that's at a very exclusive, ostentatious restaurant. That's what he shares with everyone else, right? Willis. When you're going through hard times, no one is sharing.
Nobody's sharing it, yeah.
But what I'm just trying to say is they're exposing the lives they want to have. So never use social media as a platform to base truth and sharing and lies. All we're just saying is, if the platform itself is built on lies, and we have taken to this platform so excitedly, it just shows us how much lies are part of our nature. Now, what is worse is those are the lies we tell on the surface. What we are not talking about is even 10 times worse.
Right.
The skeletons. I've just told you, everyone does have skeletons. Because you know why? Everyone makes mistakes. Everyone does wrong things. So you're going to continue. Okay, some people making mistakes is a hobby, so that's different. But I'm saying everyone makes mistakes, so they're going to have
that backlog.
And now
of
closet you
sorts.
open, the bones that come out, they can feed like 1,000 dogs.
Let's take a look at some social media feedback here. And you said here, Pastor Kuria has so many fans today. Frank Senatori, no wonder it's cold outside. Frank Senatori says, Willis, you Pastor Kuria, alitoka wapi, but he loves telling us facts. And then somebody says, Brian Odeo says, only 10% of the relationship talks should be truthful. The rest is what should be used to maintain the relationship status. And then somebody says, because Roy talked about how to deal with the truth, just as how much should be shared with you. Somebody says, today, Mushauma, ni good vibes, nothing else. Lagales goes on to quote a scripture, because Mankusha Kaapa. Ephesians 3:20 says, and Ephesians 6:18, and James 5:16. Tatu zote, amesema confess your sins one to another. But he goes on to add in brackets within the church community. If only ones that we should not take our differences to be decided by outsiders. That is about, talking about the stuff on social media. And then good vibe there, Pastor says it as it is, no adding or deducting. Big up Mankush.
Thank you.
And then we also have somebody here who says, at S. Ekenye says, Willis, dalili ya mvua ni mawingu. Pastor Kuria, kama umekaliwa chapati toboa siri. Is the third born yours?
The mother knows the truth about it.
Right, those are just some of the comments as well. And then somebody says, James Gadundungu says, nowadays people tell too much truth, which is the opposite of what the real truth should be. So he says there's real truth, then there's too much truth, and then finally Kimberly anasema hii show pia iwekwe Friday.
Let me tell you something. As we grow, priority changes.
Okay.
Sindio?
The truth now I can tell my wife is not the truth I could have told her
10 years ago,
15 years ago.
Oh, sorry, in his time. We're talking about in his time.
It is because we are growing, we are maturing.
Yes.
We are maturing in one way or another.
Yes.
But we're talking about truth in about 40 to 50.
Yeah.
He says what he could tell his wife about 45 years ago.
Right.
Yeah?
It's
We have
different.
to use time
But
context.
since you're here, Pastor, that the one there, Lagales, and that's what we're seeing on the screen there. He says, confess your sins one to another.
Well, he should continue reading the Bible.
Not chapter 1, but maybe all he
But
can afford.
He's quoted 3 scriptures. There's Ephesians 3:20, Ephesians 6:18, James 5:16.
But ziko karibu, that means that's a part of the Bible he can afford.
Hosea was told by God to go and marry a prostitute. But Hosea did not share it in social media.
There was no social media.
There was.
Oh, there was.
What was the social media?
There was.
The
Social
head
media is
of
nothing
Mushene
new.
in that town.
There was Mushene those days.
The head of Mushene is the head of social media.
Joseph, a real man, he knew that the pregnancy of Mary was not his, but he did not even complain. Have you ever heard of any complaint? The guy was so mature.
It was not in the papers.
So
Then why should I keep on complaining about my wife to other people and they are not even helping me to solve the problem that I'm bringing them to.
So the truth should be within the
Within ourselves.
But also, as Mzee said, as senior,
The Kush.
as Mzee,
Call me ancestor.
And then there's another one there at Brian Odeo adds only 10% of relationship stocks should be truthful, but the rest is what should be used to maintain the relationship status, which goes to what you're saying about doses, right?
yes, what I said is truth is good, but in small doses. Yeah, because when you expose it blatantly like a mad person, all you do is all you're doing is giving someone bullets to shoot you with, or to destroy your relationship.
Injuries on wood.
You're calling it what?
And injuries on wood.
Adding insults to injury, Percy.
No. According to what I have said.
Adding injuries on wood.
Yes.
He's adding insults to injury.
No, we're going to make a book called Pastor Sayings.
Yes.
Pastor Sayings.
Where should I be
coming
like
soon? Coming soon to a bookshop near you. Pastor Sayings. Zimerivasiwa.
Yeah.
Okay. So what I'm saying is, Willis, it's very simple. That the more each truth that is being revealed becomes a bullet, right? That can be used against you. Now, if the person you're releasing these bullets to does not have the maturity to handle the gun they have, then you're in a lot of problems. So what we're saying is, release the story. You see version 1, how it's being taken. But if you see that every time you're releasing a story, she boils more water to come and pour on you, then there's a problem. Right? So therefore, on the other side of the relationship, because I'm saying her, like you're the only one who's telling the truth. It works both ways. But I'm saying, therefore, what you should do is that when you're told something that is true, also you try and make it such that you encompass it, embrace it, and respect the fact that the person has released your story.
All right.
Because it will give them the energy to chuck another one. In fact, you should use it as a whole ploy to collect truth by getting so excited and hugging them and cooking them the best dinner because they have chucked the truth. So the next day they come with now the full basket.
So that you just start getting, you get more.
Collecting.
So what you're saying is...
But we're saying, remember, at some point, as Pastor said, when you reach, 85, 86 years old, right? What happens is, sometimes then the truth becomes less and less important, the old truth. Because
It's become part of story.
yes, those are stories. They're way past their time.
And I believe that's what I wanted to say. I believe when I'll be over 75,
She'll start telling you stuff.
I'll start telling Mama some things that I have been hiding in my heart that I could not tell her when we were young because we could not have reached 75.
Because the relationship hadn't developed.
You see, and I will tell you, I saw Raburu looking at you in those days. Sikilikuwa kinanitaka. To us it will be joy at those ages. But right now,
it can never be joy, my friend.
At 75, from 75 years.
At any age, it will never be joy, my brother. That one you don't forgive.
Oh, he will also be out of order.
Gari chako imeharibika.
Kabisa.
All right, so we're going to give our final... So, okay, we're going to wind up at that stage because...
My winding comment is, let us be mature when we are dealing with truth to one another.
I was going to say your mic has a problem, but it's okay. Roy?
I think relationships earn their way in true truth.
Okay.
Truth is earned by the way you handle it when you get it. You earn your way into truth. And truth is best shared in doses. That's simple.
All right, so that's what we had to talk about today. We'd like to say thank you so much for all of your comments as well. Like we always say at the end of the day, every relationship iko na katiba yake. So you guys agree on what it is you want to say, how you want to, because at the end of the day, you're going to live with yourself with those truths and with those lies. So form a basis and a platform and environment where you can share these truths. And as always, if you really do need help and even handling those truths, make sure you go out there and seek some professional help, as always. I say thank you so much to the panelists, Mankush, Roy Karuhizi. Make sure you follow at Roy Karuhizi. Mankush is not on social media. He's still on the days of Hosea.